Have you ever thought that maybe you can't seem to fit in anywhere because you're probably not meant to? People who vibrate on the same frequency tend to vibrate towards each other. You'll even find that people get irritated by you without you even having to speak. It's because of your energy. Hey guys, I'm Lisa and welcome to the channel. We're going to be talking about authenticity today, why being yourself is indeed your superpower. And we're also going to be talking about ways you could protect your energy because being authentic does have its downside, which we're going to be talking about that throughout the video. So stay tuned. First, let's talk about what authenticity really means. Authenticity basically means being true to yourself, to your truest form, that no matter what life throws at you, you are true to yourself, your beliefs, your values, your integrity, your personality, your spirit, that nothing and no one can compromise that. So many of us are afraid to be ourselves because of the thought of being judged or hated. I'm afraid to break it to you, like you're gonna be judged and hated regardless of what you do. So you might as well be judged and hated for being yourself. Like, being yourself allows you to live life so freely, free of others' judgments, expectations, and criticism. It is so tiring having to put on a mask every single day and pretend to be someone you're not. It's honestly a form of people pleasing because you're so focused on making others feel comfortable or looking for others' approval, but yourself. Having to change your beliefs or values just because others don't approve, or to try to dim yourself just because others think that it's weird or cringe. And let's be real, everybody is cringe. Like, everybody's cringe, but so what? Like, who cares? I'd rather be cringe and free than be stuck in the shackles of wanting to please others. It's like, that's not a life to live. I've been there, done that, so I know. And this is honestly the one thing that I wish that I could tell my younger self, like, girl, it's okay to be yourself. Like, I would rather be hated for being myself than be loved for someone that I'm not. Because then you're honest and true to yourself, and that's all you can be. Directing your energy on loving yourself, on accepting yourself as a whole, can improve the wellness of your life. Allows you to live a fulfilling and healthy life because your main focus is on you, how to better yourself, how to improve yourself, how to please yourself. Being able to pour on yourself, making sure your cup is filled. If your energy is more directed towards wanting to please others, wanting to fit in, wanting to be accepted, comparing yourself to others, focusing all your energy on something that constantly weighs you down, and for what? It can become really draining and honestly make your life miserable. And it's okay to want to fit in. It's normal human behavior to have the desire to belong or to be accepted by a group of people. I've personally gone through that experience, and I can say it's not worth it. You don't have to change yourself or slightly adjust who you are just so you can fit in. If the people around you can't accept you for who you are, then they're just not your people. Have you ever thought that maybe you can't seem to fit in anywhere because you're probably not meant to? You stand out for a reason, so you need to accept that and embrace that. No one is worth having to change yourself over just so you can blend in or fit in. If you can accept yourself for who you are, don't expect others to do the same. The only way to find your people is if you're being your authentic self. Your authenticity will attract like-minded people, people that see you, people that accept you for who you are, because you accept you for who you are, because we attract what we are, not what we want. Being authentic puts you in the right places with the right people and repels anything that is not for you. The more you are yourself, you automatically start to vibrate higher, vibrating in a higher frequency than most because you are operating in a higher frequency, in a higher energy. The energy that is most pure and genuine, which is being your true self. When you're in a higher vibration, you're start to attract experiences and people within the same vibration, within the same energy level. People who vibrate on the same frequency tend to vibrate towards each other. This is also a good thing because it keeps you away from low vibrational people, experiences, and environments because it's simply not a match. And you'll even start to notice these things changing in your life. The people and the environments you used to surround yourself with no longer aligns with this new reality because the energy shifted. When you are literally yourself, you become 10 times more attractive, not just energetically, but physically as well, because your authenticity is literally shining through you. Embracing your uniqueness makes you stand out from the crowd. Because look, when you see someone that lives lives by their own rules, not afraid to be themselves, doesn't let the opinions of others weigh them down, and is confident in whatever they do, like, I would say that's pretty attractive, male or female. Like, the more authentic you are, you literally become magnetic, like a ray of sunshine, like a light. Although light can attract moths, and moths meaning negativity, energy vampires that are attracted to your light and looking to dim it or drain it. You'll even find that people get irritated by you without you even having to speak. It's because of your energy. Because higher vibration acts as a mirror to those on a lower vibrational frequency. And people don't want to look in the mirror because they honestly don't like what they see. Okay? They don't like seeing the truth. But on the bright side, the only way to remove negativity out of your life is keep being authentic. Eventually, your authenticity will kick them out of your life because they can't handle all that light you possess. Honey, it's too much for them. The other downside of being authentic is that you're more likely to face a lot of projection and criticism and tend to attract people that are purposely trying to dim your lights simply because of the fact that you are yourself and you're not afraid to be yourself. So they face a lot of hatred, a lot of jealousy, and resentment from others. But you have to understand that it's nothing but a projection. It's their own fear of being judged by others. When they see someone who isn't afraid to freely express themselves in ways they wish they could, and someone who doesn't care what others think of them and live life as they please, they kind of start to resent that. And it's not because they don't like you, or maybe they don't, like, who knows? But it's more so the fact that you have the courage to do what they can't. Or let me rephrase, you have the courage to do what they're afraid to do, which is being themselves. And sometimes they resent you because you possess some of the qualities that they wish they had. Resentment is a subtle form of jealousy towards those who demonstrate more freedom of will than others allow themselves to express. Resentment can also come in many forms: anger, envy, jealousy, grief, avoidance, you name it. Resentment can also be a sign or reminder of how often we hold ourselves back from expressing our potential in our natural form. If you want to go a little deeper, some people are just conditioned that way in their early lives. Maybe growing up, they weren't surrounded by the best people or the best environment that made it a safe space for them to be themselves. Maybe they grew up in an environment that constantly criticized them for being different, aka being themselves. And some people didn't have the privilege or the choice to be allowed to be themselves because they will often get judged for it, even by their family members or loved ones or closest to them. So growing up, they would feel shame and embarrassment and kind of start to repress that part of themselves because they were taught that being different is weird. Some people eventually do get out of that and realize the damage that was done and realize, like, dang, I kind of didn't deserve that. But as an adult, it's up to me now to embrace being myself, being different. And unfortunately, some don't get out of it and just continue to live life with shame, embarrassment, and guilt. Nowadays, authenticity is rare to find, but when you do come across people who are actually genuine, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's everything because we live in a society where most people are artificial. Like, let's be real. In a society that is very judgmental, in a society that have these unrealistic expectations and unrealistic beauty standards, which makes it very difficult for people to be themselves and to connect. So it's all about having the courage to dare stand out from the crowd and be different. People value authenticity more. They value realness and genuineness because it's not something that can be replicated. You aren't someone that can be replicated. Whatever you do, no one else can do it like you. So you got to embrace that because that is indeed your superpower. And now we're going to talk about ways you can protect your energy, starting with number one, your intuition. Your intuition is your guidance, it's your compass. Your intuition knows things and can sense when something or someone isn't right for you without any logic. It's more of a feeling, and you need to listen and pay attention to that feeling because energy speaks way before a person does. When your gut tells you that something or someone isn't right or something is off, you need to listen to that and act accordingly. That will save you from a lot of people with no genuine intentions and situations that are no good for you. With your intuition, most of the time you are going to be right, but sometimes you are going to be wrong. When it comes to my intuition, I will always take the chance because then I will know if I was right or wrong. But in my experiences, my intuition has never betrayed me. I would say in the past, I really wasn't in tune with my intuition. It was more like a feeling, and I never really paid attention to that feeling because I was always trying to see the good in things and the good in people. So I always kind of neglected my intuition. My biggest mistake was not seeing things as they were because a lot of the times it's literally right in front of your face. You just got to pay attention. So I would say take that chance with your intuition. Put your intuition to a test. And if you're right, then it helps build a stronger bond with your intuition. And if you're wrong, then you can find out how you were wrong, what led you to be wrong. Either way, right or wrong, they are both beneficial. Another way you can build a stronger relationship with your intuition is getting to know yourself because you know yourself best. So pay attention to your body, your mind, and spend time in nature. Number two, affirmations. You can simply use protection affirmations before you go out or before you go anywhere. And you can even look it up. I'm always protected. The universe always protects me. My angels protects me. I'm always watched over. Things like that. It doesn't even have to be all that. Okay. And you also got to believe that you have 1,000 angels and ancestors walking beside you. So nothing can touch you because you are always protected. So believe that. And number three is cleansing your energy, your aura. I don't know about you guys, but I'm highly sensitive to energy. Being around a crowd or a group of people can kind of be overwhelming because I feel too much. So I do need a lot of alone time and just take some time to re-energize. The energy is constantly flowing in and out of our body. So we are constantly receiving and releasing energy from our environment and the people that we interact with. So it's good to, take some time to yourself to release some of the energies that you may have picked on. Number four, wearing evil eye. Evil eye is a very real thing, so be aware. Evil eye is basically when someone is sending you negative energy with or without their presence. Wearing some kind of evil eye could help. It could be bracelets, necklaces, rings, ankle bracelets, or just a plain evil eye that you just carry with you anywhere. And intention is very important, so just make sure you're sending the intention when wearing your evil eye. And like I said before, protection affirmations could help when setting the intention. Lastly, we have Celtic Salt. Personally, I use Celtic Salt as a form of protection. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. You could put it anywhere that you feel like you need protection from. It could be your home, your bedroom, in front of your door, or in your purse, so you have it everywhere you go. And guys, you don't have to do everything that I've listed. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever makes you feel at ease. Okay guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.